The FBI has seized 4 State Department computer servers as part of its probe into how classified information was compromised. At issue, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's private email system. Fox Business, Peter Barnes, synonymous, in fact, is with me now. Peter, what is the latest?
Well, hey, Deirdre, according to the Washington Free Beacon, the FBI seized those 4 servers from the State Department headquarters several weeks ago. The Free Beacon says they are being checked by forensic analysts looking to determine how top-secret material was sent to Clinton's private email account by her aides when she was Secretary of State, citing 2 people familiar with the probe. The newspaper says a State Department spokesperson referred questions about the servers to the FBI. I called the FBI, and a spokesperson there declined to comment to us. The Free Beacon said it could learn no other details about these servers, including whether they are part of the department's classified system or used for its unclassified information networks. But Fox News has learned that the FBI's investigation has expanded to include obtaining data from a second tech company that is fully cooperating with the probe. A source familiar with the investigation told Fox's Ed Henry that the FBI contacted Connecticut-based Datto Inc. in September and asked it to preserve all data it had in its possession that may be connected to Clinton. Datto was hired to help back up data in May 2013 by Platte River Networks, the Colorado-based tech company that managed Clinton's server and has already been cooperating with the FBI investigation. The Clinton camp said today it did not hire the second tech company, raising questions about why it left important decisions about who was handling classified information to somebody else. Deirdre?
Thank you so much, Peter, joining us there, of course, on the very latest with those probes into Hillary Clinton's email servers as she served as Secretary of State. There is breaking news as well on Hillary Clinton. She is standing against the TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership Trade Agreement, saying, quote, "As of today, I am not in favor of what I have learned about it. I think there are still a lot of unanswered questions." Our political panelists are back. Ford O'Connell, Richard Fowler. Ford, I'm going to start with you. We know in the past Hillary Clinton has said it seemed as if she was in support, saying, in fact, this looks like the type of gold standard for a trade deal. Now she is clearly against the Obama administration on it. Why is that?
Because she's trying to make sure that Joe Biden doesn't get in this race. The filing deadline's in the next 30 days. The unions are hacked off about her for the previous support, and she's sick and tired of Bernie Sanders walking all over her and getting big crowds. This is about pacifying unions and keeping the progressive base happy because her campaign just hasn't turned out the way she wanted because of the way the drip, drip, drip of the email scandal.
All right, so she says that this doesn't necessarily, and I'm looking at the checklist here, create jobs, increase wages, or assure national security. Rich, what is your take?
Well, I disagree with Ford 100% on this. I think this is just the right decision for her to make after looking at the impact that the TPP will have on working families all across this country. There's no way that any candidate in this field, understanding our current job market, could be for the TPP. Even Donald Trump himself, the GOP frontrunner, whether Ford likes it or not, has come out and said this TPP is a bad deal because there's not that people are against free trade, but we want that trade to be fair. And when you're trading with a country like Malaysia that believes in slavery, you have big problems.
Richard, this is a straight campaign play, and basically the progressives and the unions are against free trade. If I gave you a better free trade deal on the campaign trail, you would not be for it. Explain to people why the TPP is bad for American
families. I just did. I'll tell you 5 reasons why the TPP.
You just gave me a
I can give you 5 reasons. Are you going to let me? Can I talk?
Go ahead.
Can I give you the 5 reasons why it's bad?
Yeah, go ahead.
Number 1, it depreciates wages. Number 2, it outsources American jobs. Number 3, it destroys our environment because these countries don't have the same environmental standards that we have here in the United States. Number 4, it shuts down American manufacturing. Just when we got back on our feet, just when we started to turn the corner, the TPP would take those jobs and send them abroad. And number 5, we saw the impact that NAFTA had on Michigan, on Ohio.
You forgot number 6.
So for just last
Kentucky.
thoughts here, in the sense of, I do think, obviously, this is a very union-friendly, this 12-nation deal, as you say, that is politically motivated. Ford, what do you think the messaging has to be from her camp next?
The messaging for her camp is to make sure, first of all, that Joe Biden doesn't get in this race, because if Joe Biden doesn't get in this race, she's going to basically win the nomination. Now what she wants to do is basically corner off every argument that Bernie Sanders can make against her, and one way to do that is to be in support of TPP. That's why recently she's come out with this anti-gun stance, because at the end of the day, Bernie Sanders is a little more pro-Republican on guns. She's trying to create a contrast between herself, Joe Biden, and Bernie Sanders.
That's absurd. I think what the Hillary Clinton
nomination.
I think what the Hillary Clinton campaign is doing is they're really trying to shape out their message. Who are they for, and who are they against?
We got to let it go.
But they don't have a message.
They're for the working families. They're against big business and corporations.
We have a very quick break to take. When we come